Olá, eu sou Daniel, professor e coordenador do Instituto Kailua, e essa é a nossa aula 27. In class 27, we are going to see outdoor activities and extreme sports in the vocabulary part, and compare simple present with present continuous in the grammar part. Okay? So let's start. Here we have a list of some outdoor activities and extreme sports. We have hiking, camping, fishing, canoeing, sailing, biking. Again, hiking, camping, fishing, canoeing, sailing, biking. A gente consegue ver que todas essas atividades terminam com ing e todas elas vêm de um verbo. Então, existe o verbo hike e o nome da atividade hiking. O verbo camp e a atividade camping, e assim em diante. We have more activities. Now we have some extreme sports. We have rock climbing, skydiving, bungee jumping, sandboarding, skiing, hang gliding. Again, rock climbing, skydiving, bungee jumping, sandboarding, skiing and hang gliding. Na questão da pronúncia, nós temos algumas coisas aqui para levar em consideração. Esta parte daqui, a palavra rock termina com o som do K, que é o som do K, e a palavra climbing começa com o mesmo som. Então, quando a gente tem uma palavra que termina com som de consoante e é a seguinte, começa com o mesmo som de consoante, a gente pode juntar como se fosse uma palavra só. Então, fica rock climbing, que é a mesma coisa que acontece aqui. Hang gliding. Ao invés de a gente pronunciar duas vezes, a gente junta e pronuncia uma só. Uma outra coisa é que esse B daqui, ele não é pronunciado. Então, a gente não fala climbing, a gente fala climbing. Então, é rock climbing, ok? E aqui a gente tem dois is e a gente vai pronunciar os dois is. Então, são duas sílabas. Ski, in. Ok? Então, só revisando todas elas. Hiking, camping, fishing, canoeing, sailing, biking, rock climbing, skydiving, bungee jumping, sandboarding, skiing, hang gliding. Então, esse é o vocabulário que nós temos para outdoor activities e para extreme sports. So let's practice with exercise 1. Exercise 1, answer the following questions. So I will give you some time to stop the video, answer all the questions, and then come back for the correction, okay? So you can stop the video now. Let's correct. So I will put personal answers for me. If you have any questions, you can go to Google Classroom to ask your questions. So letter A is, do you like outdoor activities? Yes, I like outdoor activities. What's your favorite? My favorite is hiking. How often do you do it? How often is the frequency? I do it every other month. So every other month is the frequency I do the activity. And what is the activity? Hiking. Okay, in this sentence, do it is substituting practice hiking. So I practice hiking, or I go hiking, or I hike every other month. But if you don't want to repeat, we put do it. This is a generic action. Letter B. What extreme sport do you consider dangerous? I consider skiing dangerous. So here in the middle, you put the name of the extreme sport. I consider rock climbing dangerous. I consider bungee jumping dangerous. I consider skydiving dangerous. Okay? Are you practicing any sports currently? So at the moment, in the present. No, I'm not practicing any sport currently. If you put in the affirmative, yes, I'm practicing, and the name, I'm practicing hiking, I'm practicing canoeing, I'm practicing soccer, football, volleyball. You can put the name of any sport. What outdoor activities are very popular in your city? So, in my city, biking and walking are very popular. Okay? So here you can put the outdoor activities that are very popular in your city. Remember, if it's only one, verb in the singular. Biking is very popular. If you put two, three, four, verb in the plural. Biking and walking are very popular. Okay? So if you have any questions, you can go to Google Classroom. Let's see what else we have. So this is the vocabulary. Let's talk about the grammar part. Simple present versus present continuous. As said in previous lessons, so in the lessons before, there are verbs not commonly used in the present continuous because they don't make reference to actions. So they represent facts. Remember, we had a list: have, need, understand, know, like, dislike, love. So these verbs represent facts, and we use the simple present to express this idea. However, on the other hand, there are some verbs with different meanings that sometimes represent actions and sometimes don't. So they can be used in the present continuous. So there are some verbs depending on the idea of the verb. This idea can be a fact. So in this case, always simple present. This idea can be an action. In this case, simple present or present continuous, depending on the context. Here are a few examples. So we have four verbs: to think, to have, to see, to expect. So the verb to think. If we use this verb with the idea, in my opinion, it's a fact. I think English is important. I think chocolate is good. I think volleyball is interesting. I think rock climbing is dangerous. But if the verb to think has the idea of to process information, so you are processing information here, it's an action. So we can use, it's possible to use in the present continuous. I'm thinking about this problem. So right now, I'm thinking about this problem. The verb to have, if it expresses the idea of possession, it's a fact. She has a nice car. He has a house. I have a brother. If have is substituting eat or drink, eat and drink are actions. So in this case, have is an action. Come to the bar. We are having a drink here. So right now, we are drinking a drink or we are having a drink. The verb to see, to perceive with the eyes. So to see, it's a fact. Colorblind people don't see different colors. If this verb is a synonym for having a romantic relationship, it's an action. So Jane is seeing a Portuguese guy. So Jane is having a romantic relationship with a Portuguese guy. So Jane and the Portuguese guy are boyfriends and girlfriends. And the last one is the verb to expect. If it's a synonym for consider obligatory, it's a fact. So the school expects its pupils to be on time. So it's an obligation, according to the school, to be on time. If expect is a synonym for wait, it's an action. She is expecting a phone call with the results of the exams. She is waiting for a phone call with the results of the exams. Okay, so these four verbs, think, have, see, and expect, depending on the context, they can be actions or not. And of course, we are practicing these verbs. So in exercise 2, we have choose the correct alternative. So here you have to read the sentence, understand if the idea is a fact or not, and see if it's more appropriate to use simple present or to use present continuous. So again, pause the video, answer the questions, and we will correct soon. Okay, let's correct. We disagree about Japanese food. When you disagree, you have different opinions. An opinion with the verb think is a fact. She thinks it's delicious, and I think it's horrible. So the correct is this. She thinks, so in her opinion, it's delicious. In my opinion, it's horrible. Here we have the verb to have. My sister, a pub. So a pub is the possession of my sister. My sister has a pub. And we a beer there tonight. So tonight in the present. So temporary action in the present, present continuous. My sister has a pub and we are having a beer there tonight. Letter C. My sister has a pub and we a beer there every weekend. Every weekend is routine. It's habits. And habits and routine, we use simple present. So in this case, we have an action, but this action is in the simple present. So this is the correct answer. My sister has a pub, and we have a beer there every weekend. Letter D. I never blah 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 John at the nightclub these days. So in this case, I never see John at the nightclub these days. Why? That's because he, Helen. So he and Helen have a romantic relationship. So he is seeing Helen. So in the present, he's seeing Helen. I never see John at the nightclub these days. That's because he is seeing Helen. Any questions? Is everything okay here? Again, if you have questions, pause the video to see again the explanation, or you can go to Google Classroom to solve all your questions. We have more exercises for today to practice a lot this difference of when to use the simple present, when to use the present continuous. So here I have some questions for you, and you have to answer using complete sentences. So again, pause the video, give your answers. They are personal answers. And when I put the correction, I will put my personal answers. If there are any questions, you know what to do. Well, let's correct number 3. Do you think English is important? Yes, I think English is important. Don't forget, all the languages and all the nationalities, we use a capital letter, so big E. What about Spanish, German, Mandarin? I think Spanish is important. Okay. So here you can put Spanish or German or Mandarin or the three. So I think Spanish, German, and Mandarin are important. Okay. What are you thinking about now? So right now, at this moment, I'm thinking about dinner. So right now, it's the evening. I'm hungry. So I'm thinking about dinner now. Do you have siblings? How many? I have one sibling. I have two siblings. I have three siblings. I have one brother. I have two sisters. I have one brother and one sister. Remember, sibling is generic for brother or sister. What are you having for lunch today? So today, it's as I said, it's the evening. I'm not having lunch because I had lunch in the afternoon. What about dinner? So let's talk about dinner. I'm having chicken and salad for dinner. Okay, so the structure is I'm having blah, 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 the food, the elements of the food for lunch or for dinner today. What do you see on your computer screen? So computer screen is the part of the computer with all the information. So I see the class material on my computer screen. So I see this material, this lesson. Are you seeing someone at the moment? Yes, I am. So here I want to put a short answer. I can put, yes, I am seeing someone at the moment, or the short answer, yes, I am. Is this person nice? This person is nice. Or this person isn't nice in the negative. Or he is nice. She is nice. You can substitute this person for he or she. Okay? Or they if the person is non-binary. So again, all the answers are personal. So the answers have different foods, different information. Okay? Here we have another detail. So we talked about the difference between simple present and present continuous. Simple present we use for facts, habits, and routine, and present continuous we use for temporary actions in the present. Another difference between simple present and present continuous is using short answers. In short answers, we always use an auxiliary verb. So, in the case of simple present, we use do, and in the case of present continuous, we use be. See the charts below. So here we have all the possibilities for short answers in the simple present. Do you work? In the singular, yes, I do. No, I don't. In the plural, Yes, we do. No, we don't. Do I or do we work? Yes, you do, or no, you don't. Does she work? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does he work? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Does it work? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Do they work? Yes, they do. No, they don't. So for simple present, when we use I, we, you, or they, the auxiliary is do in the affirmative and don't in the negative. For he, she, and it, does in the affirmative, doesn't in the negative. In short answers, we cannot separate. We cannot say, no, I do not. We have to use the contraction. So in the negative, always, don't, or doesn't. Okay? Let's see now the chart for present continuous. Are you working? In the singular, yes, I am. No, I'm not. In the plural, yes, we are. No, we aren't. Am I working? Yes, you are. No, you aren't. Is she working? Or is he working? Or is it working? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Are we working? Yes, you are. No, you aren't. Are they working? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. So here, verb to be. For I am, I'm not. We, you, they are or aren't. He, she, it is or isn't. So with verb to be, we have three options. Okay. Another detail for short answers. In the short answer, we have to use the pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Okay. For example, if the question is, does Mary work? Here, we don't have the pronoun. We have the name Mary. But in the short answer, we have to substitute Mary for a pronoun. No, she doesn't. In the question, you can use pronouns, you can use names, you can use substantives, but in the short answer, you can only use the pronouns. Okay? So we're going to practice these two. Here in exercise 4, you have to answer every question twice with a complete answer and with a short answer. Okay, so we can practice the difference in the structure using the complete sentence and the short answer. Okay, so pause the video now, answer all the questions. Some of the questions are personal, some of the questions are not personal, okay? But the structure is the same. Well, let's correct. Do you like to practice sports? In the affirmative. Yes, I do. Yes, I like to practice sports. In the negative, no, I don't. No, I don't like to practice sports. So in simple present, it's possible to see that in the short answer and in the complete answer, we use different verbs in the affirmative. Because in simple present, there is no auxiliary verb in the affirmative. So here, yes, I like to practice sports. Here, yes, I do. In the negative, we have the auxiliary verb. So here we just have to complete. No, I don't like to practice sports. Letter B. Do you think extreme sports are dangerous? In the affirmative. Yes, I do. Yes, I think extreme sports are dangerous. In the negative. No, I don't. No, I don't think extreme sports are dangerous. Are you thinking about hang gliding at this moment? In the affirmative. Yes, I am. Yes, I am thinking about hang gliding at this moment. In the negative. No, I'm not. No, I'm not thinking about hang gliding at this moment. So in present continuous, we have the auxiliary verb in the affirmative, negative, and interrogative. So here the short answer is only the first part. Yes, I am thinking about hang gliding at this moment. Or no, I'm not thinking about hang gliding at this moment. So present continuous is a little bit easier. With simple present, we have to pay attention to this difference. Letter C. Does Brazil have 50 states? So this is one is not personal. So there is a correct answer. And the correct answer is no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have 50 states. Letter E. Is Brazil having a presidential election this year? So letter E depends on the year. In my case, the year is 2022. So yes, it is. Yes, it is having a presidential election this year. If you are watching this video in a different year, you can put in the negative. No, it isn't. Or no, it isn't having a presidential election this year. Okay? So here we have all the possibilities for affirmative and negative, except letter D. Here it has to be negative. There is no other option. And we put short answer and complete answer to compare. Okay? If you have any questions, you can go to Google Classroom or you can watch again the explanation. And we have one more exercise. This exercise 5 is complete the lyrics of Eternal Flame by Atomic Kitten. So you have the audio of the song. So listen to the audio and complete the lyrics. Here, basically, the song is using present continuous, simple present, and imperative. Okay, so the lyrics are very simple. Okay, so pause the video now, listen to the song, and we will complete in some minutes. So let's correct. The song starts with the chorus. The chorus is the part of the song that is repeated all the time. Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Or am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? I believe it's meant to be, darling. I watch when you are sleeping. You belong to me. Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Or is this burning an eternal flame? Say my name. The sun shines through the rain. A whole life so lonely. And then you come and ease the pain. I don't want to lose this feeling. Oh, whoa. Say my name. The sun shines through the rain. A whole life so lonely, and then you come and ease the pain. I don't want to lose this feeling. Okay, so the answers. Do you feel or am I only? You are sleeping. Don't want to say my name. Okay, I will put in yellow all the cases of simple present. So, yellow. So, do you feel is simple present? Do you understand? Do you feel? I believe it is. I watch. You belong. Do you feel? The sun shines. You come and ease. I don't want. Again, the sun shines. You come and ease. I don't want. And in pink, I will put the present continuous. Am I only dreaming? You are sleeping. Am I only dreaming? Blah, blah, blah. Only this. There is one more case of simple present. Is this burning? Okay. This word burning is not a verb. It's not the verb burning in the ing. So this is the substantive burning. So here we have interrogative. But if you put in the affirmative, we get this burning is an eternal flame. Okay? Sometimes the substantives have ing at the end. So this is one situation. So it looks similar to present continuous because we have verb to be, but in this specific case, it's not. Okay? So this is the class 27 comparing present continuous with present simple. Here at the end, we have a composition. Compare your usual routine with your activities this week. Então, essa é a terceira redação do módulo A1.2. Vocês já tinham feito outras duas. É aquele mesmo esquema. Vai ter lá no Google Classroom uma seção só para redação, que vai estar exatamente o mesmo tema, que é Compare Your Usual Routine. Então, usual routine é aquilo que você normalmente faz. Como é routine? Simple present. With your activities this week. This week é uma coisa temporária, só nesse momento. Ou seja, present continuous. Então, vocês têm que comparar essas duas coisas usando a forma verbal correta. Lembrando que as compositions valem para a nota final. Ok? Então, por hoje é só. Essa foi a class 27. And see you in another class. Bye bye.